everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, hello, my name is Sam and it is lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back. It is Sunday. Am I sitting here in like a full face of makeup ready to film? Clearly, but I just had to film with this and hopefully get it up today. I got it delivered like 2 days ago and I was just like, I have to film with this. So if you haven't already guessed by the thumbnail, today we are going to be playing around with the new Too Faced palette, Italian Spritz. I don't know what it was about this palette. I just had to purchase it. I don't know what it was. So if you're interested in watching me do some swatches, do a first look with you and give you my first impressions, then please stick around. Please hit like, please hit subscribe and please turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. As I said, I have never purchased a Too Faced palette before and I don't know what it was about this one. I'm in a Patreon group and I saw this advertised on Instagram and I was like, I have to have it. I don't know what it was. It just called out to me. People were like, oh, you know, it's Too Faced. They don't have the best quality. I said, I don't know what it is. It's the colour story that's just drawing me in. The whole artwork, the detail, it's just giving me like spring, summer vibes. It's getting me in the holiday spirit. And this was delivered when we were having a great big downpour of snow. So I was like, okay. But yeah, I just had to have it, you guys. I just saw it. And then it was released in America. And I was waiting so anxiously for it to come into the UK. And I think it took about 5 days later that it came into the UK. But what annoys me is I purchased this off the Too Faced website. I just don't get why it can't launch on every website. They're exactly the same company. Why can't it launch on every single website at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, don't launch on Sephora, Cult Beauty, Look Fantastic and all that. But if it's on your official website, like, surely you could have every company, like everyone around the world could have the stock and just launch it on their website. Like, I just feel like that would make it more fair. Am I the only one that thinks that, like, America gets everything first and it's just so flipping annoying? Like, I understand if it's like an American company, like obviously they are gonna, you know, launch it first on their website. But when you've got, like, you know, companies that are all over the country, or all over the world, sorry, you think you'd just launch it on every website. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, hey ho, it did finally come in stock and I was just absolutely buzzing. And they also can't like give you dates either. Like, that's something else that really annoys me. Like, I was messaging like on the Too Faced UK Instagram, like, when is it coming to the UK? You know, you keep showing it and nobody could give me an answer. Like, I was like, do you not communicate in the makeup world? Do you actually not know what the hell's going on? But yeah, I was just so glad to finally get my hands on it. So I'm probably a little bit late to the game. You've probably already seen the palette, but hopefully for my UK lovers, I am, or, you know, if you're outside of America, because I'm not too sure where it's launched yet, I'm getting ahead of the times. So yeah, let's just dive into it. So this is what the box looks like. It's called the Too Faced Italian Spritz, and I just think it's amazing. It's Lake Como cocktail inspired eyeshadow. I just think it's amazing. I think it's beautiful. I just love like the colours and stuff. It's just so, it's so different for Too Faced. They're always like neutrally browns and that just bores me. And this is what the packaging looks like. It is like going back to their tin packaging, because I think their latest release was the cardboard packaging and people weren't happy about that. So I quite like that I feel like they listen to their customers and they've gone back to their tin packaging. So it is supposed to smell like Italian Spritz. I have absolutely no idea what Italian Spritz smells like. I'm guessing it's like this beautiful cocktail drink down here, but we're just going to give it a whiff. I know like a lot of their stuff smells like all chocolatey and stuff like that. It does smell nice. It's just subtle. It's very, very subtle. And this is what the colour story looks like. Oh my god, you guys, I just don't know what it was. I just don't know what it was. It has a mirror. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it to you. It's just summer in a palette. Like, do you know what I mean? And it gives you those, definitely those cocktaily vibes. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Does it tell me the shelf life on here? It does not. Does it tell me on the box? Can't see it anywhere first hand, like where it's made and stuff like that. No, I can't actually find anything, information about it what it is. Definitely no shelf life, but it does tell me that it's made in Italy. So yeah, and I know it's Italian shades, like, you know, it's where primark makes their shades and stuff like that, so I know they're really good, so I'm expecting some good quality shadows. This feels a little bit flimsy. Do they all feel like that? I don't know, like the mirror part feels a little bit loose. Let's dive in to some swatches and then let's create an eye look together. I'm so excited. We're all zoomed in. You've seen the swatches. Now I have to decide. I've just what's it called? I've just put my eye base on. I used to use P3s, but it was starting to crease. So yeah, I really want to use this shade Capri Fun. So I think I might start out with the shade Lake and Bake. No, it's not. I have to remember. It's Toasted in Tuscany. I was really confused by these shades. I thought these would be underneath, but they're not. It's Toasted in Tuscany. That's the shade I'm going to use for transition. Now, I know I'm going to be saying like, oh, it's a bit of kick up. I'm going to say like really boring, but I just want to keep it quite neutral today. It is like a Sunday afternoon. I think it's like 4 o'clock on a Sunday. And yeah, I just want to keep it neutral, see what, you know, the shadows are like, and yeah, super excited. I'm going to mix it a little bit with that Holy Cannelloni as well, just so we can use as many shades as possible on the lid. Just go in and do the same on the opposite side. But yeah, I bought this palette like directly off the website and it was £40. But if you haven't ever been on Too Faced before, you can obviously sign up and they'll give you like 10% off. So that was really nice of them. I paid, yeah, I think I paid like £36 for it. So yeah, I was happy with that. Or if you know of a code, then definitely use it, because I always think it's nice. So straight off the bat, these are nice, like transition. These are beautiful transition shades actually. Like you could just literally leave everything as is. Maybe put a bit of dark brown on the outer corner and a bit of sparkle on the lid, and you're kind of, yeah, these are really nice. Pigmented, very blendable. Really happy. I am really happy. Now I have to use the shade Capri Fun. The shade names are so flipping cute. I have to use that through the crease because it's just calling to me, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'm going to pick that up just on a P. Louise brush, and this is going to go directly through my crease. Oh shit. Yeah, it's going to go straight. Shit. I do apologise, but it is Sunday and it's been a very long day. Focus that just on the outside and then bring that through. Now I probably did lose a little bit of shadow, so I'm going to go back in again. A little bit of kick up. And I do love the fact that these shadows aren't like wham bam. Like I think they're very beginner friendly. I mean, you get the pigment like straight off, but it's just not overly pigmented, which I prefer, to be quite honest. I like to be able to build my shadows up just because I am quite heavy-handed, and I do tend to like swirl my brush in there a hell of a lot of the time. So yeah, I mean, it is very pigmented. It's building up absolutely beautifully. Just going to keep working that through the crease until I am like thoroughly happy. I feel like this could be a palette that I would take on my holidays, to be quite honest. It's just very, it's got a bit of everything in it. Even those like pops of blue and that, they're just so pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's taken a little bit of building up, but again, I don't like it when the fact that, you know, you put it on, there's barely any pigment there. Like, I haven't had that problem, but I've also, like, it's not a problem for me to build it up. But if you prefer to be able to, like, dip your brush in and your pigment's just straight off the bat, I definitely don't think that, like, this would be a formula that you could get on board with, because it's definitely more of a buildable but blendable formula. So I'm just going to keep adding that, and until I'm thoroughly happy with it, and we will darken up the outside. There's not a lot of depth in this palette. Again, if you like a lot of depth, there isn't a lot in this palette. For spring summer, I don't tend to go too dark like on my outer corners, so I'm quite happy with what's in here. But then I am a little bit concerned that obviously it's taken me some time to build this up. Is it going to take me a lot longer to build up to a dark shade? So that'll be interesting. To build up the depth on the edge corner, I'm going to go in with the shade Espresso Yourself. And just see, because obviously I don't want it too deep. I would say the darkest colour is probably Mamma Mia. Or You Have Got Feeling Saucy, which is a bit more dark as well. But yeah, we're just going to use Espresso Yourself for now. I'm just going to pat that right on the outer corner. I mean, I think that's pretty dark anyway for the kind of vibe of the palette. And that one's quite pigmented as well, so I'm quite happy with that one. Obviously, I only dipped in once. Anyone else do that? Like, you forget which side you dipped in, and I can't remember if that was the right side or not. Yeah, I quite like how those are just like pairing together. I'm just giving you that little bit of depth that you want. I'm so tempted to use that light blue on the inner corner today. I mean, you probably already guessed that I might do a colourful inner corner because I like that. Okay, this is kind of like the finished look for the top, so I'm just going to work through and make sure that everything is seamlessly blended how I want it to be, and then we're going to come back and decide on a shimmer. I'm stuck. I don't know which shimmers I'm going to put on, but we'll decide that in a moment. Got it to where I want to get it. Word to the wires, if you trap your finger in this metal case, it hurts like a lot, so don't do it. I don't know now, guys. I really don't. I really like the shade Chin Chin. I love the shade Take Me to the Church. Grappa Don't Preach. Spritz and Glitz, which I think is going to be, oh, Ciao Bellini. Oh, God, I don't know. I really don't know. Ooh, I haven't swatched this yet, so let's just do some live swatches for you, because I haven't done that as of yet. Definitely feel some different formulas, so do not shut your finger in that case again. That is the shade Chin Chin. This is, I forgot, Take Me to the Church. This is Ciao Bellini. And this is Spritz and Glitz. They're definitely more of a topper shade. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go in with Chin Chin and then Ciao Bellini. And then I think for the inner corner, I might try and use the shades Gelato. See whether how bright that will show up. So let's just take this on my finger and let's see. I haven't put any glitter glue down or anything like that, so that's actually like really pretty. Oh, okay. Bit of a thicker texture, I would say. Obviously, like, but it's really pigmented. Really like that. Okay, that's kind of how the first shade is looking. And then I'm going to go in with like that lightest pinky shade, Ciao Bellini. Which finger shall I do? Because I have quite stubby fingers. It just ends up going everywhere. And I'm just going to pop that in the inner portion of my eye. It's got like a nice peach to it, actually goes really nicely. Let's see if you're expecting like shifty, sparkly. I mean, these are quite sparkly, but you know, you're probably not gonna get that from this palette. You know, if you're used to indie brands, you're not gonna get that. I'm just gonna put that out, but these are really nice. I love my indie brand shadows, but this one's taken a little bit longer to build up, but it is like getting there. It is getting there. Shall we try and pick it up on the brush just to see how that works? Let's find a brush to begin with, which of course, am I ever prepared? No. There we go. Let's give it a clean. Bit of ice clean. This is not an ad, I might point out. I just want to see how they pick up. So this is my Refa 21. Let's go in with that lightest pink shade. See how, okay. So that's kind of how it's picking up on the brush. Let's just add it. Yeah, just pick up on the brush as well. So if you're not you know, you don't want to stick your fingers in the shades, I had no problems picking it up on the brush. Yeah, okay, I like it. It's not like, you know, wham bam in your face, but I like it. For the inner corner, we're going to take that Gelato shade, this like really like white, and see if this does absolutely anything. Okay, that's pigmented. It's not like a, you know, like a bright white or anything. I'm so tempted to put that blue on the top. So tempted. What do I do? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to take a bit of that chin shade though, just because I kind of covered it up. Okay, so that chin's a little bit, it's a little bit tricky. I feel like it's really quite hardly pressed in there, to be quite honest, as opposed to the other one. No, the Ciao Bellini, sorry, is quite hardly pressed. The Chin one I had no problems with. let's do the lower lash line. Let's just try and pick up that chin on a brush. Yeah, see that one's just picking up a lot better. That chin formula is a little bit, like I say, it's a little bit hardly pressed, but I'm really liking that. I'm actually really, I'm digging it, let's do the lower lash line, and yeah, let's just see. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to use as many shades as possible. I'm gonna go in with spaghetti about it. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to go in with the shade Feeling Saucy, just on the outer corner here, just to deepen that up a little bit. And obviously to use those shades. The mattes are really impressing me in this palette, I've got to admit. And I think I might add a little bit of shim on the lower lash line to make sure that's blended nicely. I don't know which one. I think I'm going to take Me to the Church and just pop a little bit of that on the lower lash line if it'll pick up. I suppose you could also spray these. They might, you know, make a difference, because that's just not picking up. It's just not showing up at all on the lower lash line. Yeah, I don't even think you can see that I've put that on there, but it is what it is. Okay, this is kind of like the finished look done now. I'm going to hop off camera, add some mascara, do something with my lip, and then we will be right back with the finished look. We are back with the completed look. Did I add some lashes? Yeah, I did. Just felt like it, you know, it just needed a little bit of something extra. I also went in with a bright bold orange lip. I used the Jaclyn Cosmetics No Rules lip liner and also No Rules liquid lipstick. This is a little bit of a drying formula, to be quite honest, so I don't really recommend it, but it was there and I just wanted to use it. Let's talk about the palettes. The mattes, I think, in here are beautiful. Like, I had absolutely no problems with them. They are more of the buildable. They're not gonna, you dip your brush in and you just get that pigment straight away. So if that's something that you like, I do stay away from Too Faced formula in this palette as far as I'm aware. They are definitely more of that buildable formula, but you do get there. It's not like an hour-long process of building the formula. It just takes a few little dips. So yeah, but they blended out absolutely perfectly, and when I got that shade it was beautiful. But again, I feel like they're different formulas, because the darkest brown that I went in with, that was really pigmented straight off the bat. So it was just this one, I felt like I had to build it up a little bit. Same with this one, when I used that one on the lower lash line, that was also very pigmented. So yeah, just gonna have to play around a little bit more. I also thought that this was really pigmented for the inner corner. Is it as bright as I would have preferred for my inner corner? No, but I just wanted to give it a bit of a try. The shimmers are yeah, so obviously I feel like Chin was really good shimmer straight off the bat. Ciao Bellini, that was a really difficult one to work with, to be quite honest. It did pick up on my finger, it has gone onto the eye, absolutely fine, no problems. It just takes a little bit of work. It just seemed a little bit hard pressed in there. And when I tried to pick up Take Me to the Church for the lower lash line, I mean, I don't even think, no, that literally did not appear up, so I don't think I picked up on my brush at all. But I'm definitely curious now to see like this light blue. I mean, I'm just going to swatch that. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. on the swatch, but is it going to show up on the lid? That is obviously something that I'm going to have to play around with. If you want me to do, you know, 3 looks 1 palette with this, let me know down below. It is going to be in a couple of weeks because it would have to go to the back of the list. But don't forget to check me out on Instagram, because if I don't upload a video on here, I can also do some reels and stuff over on there, and yeah, it just means you get to see some more ideas and whatever else I do with the palette. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I think that is everything that I've used on my face today will be linked and listed down in the description box, unless it has been discontinued. I don't think I've used anything that's been discontinued today. So yeah, and these lashes are just from Pound Lashes. So yeah, I think I'm going to now go and take all this off my face and go and have a nice relaxing Sunday bath. Very excited. I will definitely try and upload this for you tonight. If not, it is coming. Not that you all know that I tried to upload it, but yeah, it is what it is. But I'll see you all very, very soon in the next one. Bye.